Hi everybody, how are you? My name is Joseph Michael Sico, S-I-C-O. Those of you guys who know me know I'm a pretty respectable guy. I pretty much bend over backwards for anyone. And I just wanted to share an experience with you I had up at the Fours on April 14th, Tuesday, at about 11:50 p.m. I was looking at the menu and I saw this sandwich called the Bobby Orr. It looked pretty good, steak tips smothered in cheese. Can't go wrong there, right? So anyways, I decided to order that, and I called in the order. I ordered it didn't come with peppers and onions, so I ordered peppers and onions, extra onions on it. And I asked the gentleman if I could have the roll toasted. He said, sure. As I was walking out the door to go pick up the sub about 3 minutes later, I realized I didn't tell him the temperature I wanted the meat, so I called back and said I wanted it medium to medium rare. He said, no problem, we usually cook it medium to medium rare anyways. I said, oh, great. So I went to go get the sub, picked it up. I only had $12 on me. I must have been looking at the lunch menu because I thought the sub was going to be $10 or $9 or something. No big deal. I put the rest on my credit card. So I had $12 and I put $3.57 on my credit card. It came to $16 or $15.57. When I got home, I noticed a large amount of onions and peppers on the steak tip sub. There was enough onions and peppers to pretty much double the amount of bread and steak tips that were on it. Not only that, about 25% of the peppers and onions were on the sub. The other 75% were sitting at the bottom of the takeout tray. So they all seeped underneath the roll and got the roll all soggy and disgusting. No big deal, but it was gross. On top of that, the roll wasn't toasted, but then there were the steak tips. You know, there was about maybe 6 or 7 little tiny steak tips, maybe like this, you know, that were all burnt and not edible. Then the majority of the other steak tips, actually all the other steak tips were well done. I want to say they were like medium-sized steak tips, about that. There was about 7 of those. All in all, it wasn't a good sub. I didn't like it at all. So I decided to call the gentleman back and just tell him about it. And I said to him, you know, I had this sub, I was disappointed with it. Well, he was kind of rude right off the beginning, and he said, don't ever order from us again. I said, don't worry, I won't. But then I decided to bring the sub up there and show it to him because, you know, the 2 or 3 other times I went to the Fours, I had a good experience. So I brought the sub back up to him. They were already closed. There were people coming out, so I went inside, and I guess Tim, the general manager and manager, the owner's son, was standing at the reception desk with a waitress. So I went up to him and I started telling him about the sub and everything. And he said, I showed him that the roll was soggy, steak tips were overcooked, the onions and peppers, there was just way too many of them. The roll wasn't toasted. Well, he said, what do you want me to do? We already gave you your money back. And I asked him, did you credit all of it back on the card? He said, yes. I said, all right. So I was walking out and I said, well, I really like to come here again because I like the place. I go, can I come up here again? He goes, not if you're going to complain. So if I get a well done steak and I ask for medium rare, I can't say anything about it. So, all right, I was pretty upset then, but the next day I noticed they didn't put the full amount back on my credit card. They only put the $3.57 back on my credit card. So I decided to go up there and get the extra, you know, $12, whatever I handed them in cash back. As I approached the Fours, I noticed a gentleman standing outside with 2 other people that were in a moving truck. So I asked this gentleman in the parking lot, I gave him $20. I only had a 10 on me, so I gave him 10. If he could just record the conversation, because this kind of stuff has happened before, and I didn't think it was going to go the way it did, but it did. So I walked up to the gentleman, and right off the bat, he was rude to me. And then he started to say, what's your problem? And from there on, you can be the judge and you can listen to the audio. So here's the audio.
What's wrong with me? Look at it. It's midnight. Yeah. All my guys are gone. I'm my dishwasher department, the sales department. You know you're hungry, wanted to help you out. You bring it back. Did dishwasher mean? I don't know. I'm just saying who made it. The kitchen guys go home. They take care of it. You had a cook, though. You know, you're a cook. That made the sandwich for me on the grill. But he's looking to get, at that time, night, looking to catch his train to get back to Everett or wherever he lives. So you're trying to make excuses. I'm trying to explain to you. Well, let me explain to you what happened. I'd love to hear. They put tons of peppers and onions on it. They made the whole roll on the bottom soggy. I asked them to toast the roll. The roll wasn't toasted. You wanted your roll toasted at midnight. Well, they made the steak. What time was your waiter? What time was your waiter? They made the steak. What's your ass? They made the steak tips, right? Of course they. So they could have thrown the wrong roll on the grill, right? Well, I said had it right. Don't come back here. We gave you your money back. Don't ever come back at my restaurant, okay? Wait, what about the steak tips that were overdone? I mean, if they took them off quicker, they could have made the train quicker, right? I don't know. I'm trying to explain to you what happened. You know what happened? My tells him 8 in the morning to 2 in the morning. The gentleman has a busted his ass. Steak tips were burned. They were overcooked. Okay. So if they cooked them less, then they could have made the train faster, right? You know? He's probably doing 5 things at once. He's trying to make excuses instead of apologizing. I'm not going to apologize to you. Well, when you be like, hey, you know what? You made a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit? You're a piece of shit. And I'll tell you what. They're trying to accommodate you and make you whole so you can have a sandwich because you're probably hungry. That's why we don't make any money between 10 and 12. We're trying to keep those sandwiches so people can get a sandwich. They have a place. And you bring it back and complain and he gives you your money back. You're busting everyone's ass. I'm busting everyone's ass. I walked in there and I just explained how the sub was. And then he said to me, don't ever come back here. And I said to him, well, I want to come back. Well, you're not. You're not allowed here. We don't want to see you again. We don't want to hear from you again. You know, go online like everyone, all the assholes do, and start bad-mouthing everyone. That's what you people do. I'm not bad-mouthing anything. I'm just telling you about a sub that was made wrong. It was a $16 sub. I'm not going to pay for an overcooked steak. I asked before I came here, can I have the steak? No, please. This is between me and I asked really quick, can I please have a medium rare? We don't cook steak sandwiches to temperatures. That's what he told me on the phone. He said we cook a medium rare to medium on the phone. Can I ask you That's what I was told. Seriously, can I ask you a question? Don't get upset. What do you hope to accomplish out of this? I just want an apology. From who? This gentleman. He's not going to give you one. You'll never get apologies from me. So I need apologies from you. But I didn't do anything wrong. So you did everything wrong. You had your head up your ass. So it's a matter of opinion, okay? You probably do feel that way. But you're not going to change. What do you mean feel that way? My first sergeant online, who even told me, he's like, I would have threw the sandwich on the floor. Well, you have the right to do that, and then you get thrown out on your ass. Well, that's why I'm a gentleman, and I didn't do that. And that's why I'm not paying. What do you hope to accomplish it? Well, exactly what I just got accomplished. Okay. Well, exactly what I just got accomplished. Well, have a great day. Well, do you have anything else to say to me? Anyone name call and anything anything else? Well, give me something else. Why are you wasting everybody's time? Look at this. Oh, I'm not wasting anyone's time, Chuck. This is what you do for a living? If this is what you want to feel about, that's fine. But we don't need people like you. This is how the business. And this has nothing to do with you. You're a mover. I'm a mover? Or a guy. You know nothing about me. Whatever. You know nothing. But why are you over here right now? Give me a hard time. Because if you got a steak tip, you've never had a bad time. You've never had a bad time. I'm not giving him a hard time. You know what? You're wasting everybody's time. If you got we got to try that serious like a walk. Okay, that's not funny. Oh, you guys are unbelievable.
Well, that's it. And I'm not sure how Mr. Bobby Orr would feel about that, but I don't think he'd like it too much. Other than that, that's it. You guys can be the judge. Have a great day. Salute.